Besides being a famous Brazilian footballer, Daniel Alves is a very rich man who threw away his brilliant career to go to jail. But have you ever wondered how this athlete lived before this controversy? In this video, you'll discover what Daniel Alves' luxurious life was like. Career. Born in 1983 in Bahia, Brazil, Daniel Alves da Silva, better known as Daniel Alves, is one of the most famous football players in Brazil. Of humble origin, the beginning of Daniel's trajectory was not easy, having to work in his childhood to help his father, a farmer. And even so, the athlete managed to find time for his great passion, which is football. He started his career playing in small teams in the countryside until he was 15 years old when he joined the youth team of the biggest team in his state, Bahia, where he stood out and became a starter. Since then, Daniel Alves' career has taken off, and he has played for the biggest teams in the world, such as Sevilla, Barcelona, Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain, and Sao Paulo. Although he has played in great clubs, certainly his main one was Barcelona, the team where he won the most important titles of his career and helped him to become the second player with more official titles in the history of football. And because of such professional success, Daniel has managed to carve out a very comfortable life for himself. However, after his inappropriate and illegal behavior, he now faces a dark reality behind the scenes. Mansion. At the time he was living in Brazil, Daniel Alves lived with his wife in a luxurious mansion located in a gated community in Sao Paulo. Although he never showed his residence to the media, in his posts on social networks it was possible to get to know a little more of the place where he lives. In an advertisement on Instagram made in his house, it was possible to see the front of the mansion, which has a more contemporary architecture, with straight lines and neutral colors. The interior of the property seems to be very sophisticated, following the same modern style as the house. The living room, for example, has a double height, a place where Daniel has shared moments playing football and dribbling his furniture. And as the player is well known for his super authentic style, the decoration of the house could not be different, with some items that end up drawing a lot of attention, such as his red armchair and his carpets in geometric shapes. A super interesting aspect of the player's residence is that there are large windows that go from the floor to the ceiling, which provide greater integration between the environments and, of course, offer excellent natural lighting. In the gourmet area of the house, there is a strong presence of wood, which gives a beautiful contrast to the black of the countertops. And in a photo essay that the player himself did for his wife inside the mansion, it was possible to see the external area of the house, where there is a beautiful pool surrounded by green areas. A super cozy place that Daniel usually enjoys with his wife on the sunniest days and where he also takes the opportunity to meditate. And the player also likes to share fun moments inside the property. And although there is not so much information about Daniel Alves' residence, just from what was shown, we can say it probably cost a lot of money. Cars. It comes as no surprise to Daniel Alves fans that he is passionate about cars, with several luxury vehicles having already passed through his garage. In the commercial made for Mercado Livre, for example, he advertised his own car, a Mini Cooper Countryman.
Galera, o anúncio tá bombando. Não é que funciona mesmo esse negócio de botar o carro para vender no Mercado Livre? E não perdi tempo nenhum, foi rápido e fácil.
And this stylish vehicle that belonged to the star was advertised for about $30,000. Going up the price, he once had a Mercedes-Benz GLE 400, which unfortunately ended up being stolen in a parking lot in Sao Paulo. It is a luxury SUV capable of offering a lot of comfort and safety. And to have an idea of the price of this car, there are newer models that exceed $55,000. Another SUV that he has been seen using is a Range Rover Sport, a robust vehicle with a very imposing design, whose price of the latest models can exceed $75,000. And without having to buy one, he has already won from Barcelona an Audi RS6, a sports car with wagon design, capable of uniting comfort and speed in a single vehicle. The machine is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.6 seconds, and it is no wonder that its price in Brazil may exceed $117,000. The player has also made records inside a Porsche 911 GT3, a super sporty car equipped with a 510 horsepower engine capable of reaching a maximum speed of 198 miles per hour. And to own one of these cars, it may be necessary to spend more than $160,000. And according to some sources, the football star has also owned a Ferrari FF, a super sports car equipped with a 660 horsepower V12 engine capable of reaching a top speed of 208 miles per hour. And the newest models of this supercar cost a bagatelle of $300,000. Luxury trips. The player loves to travel around the world, having already visited several interesting destinations. In Brazilian territory, the football star loves to travel to the northeast region of the country. He has already spent a New Year's Eve at Fernando de Noronha Beach, located in Pernambuco, a region known for its diverse ecosystem and exuberant scenery. In that occasion, Daniel stayed at Pousada Zé Maria, where a daily rate can reach $1,200. Still in Brazil, he has also taken the opportunity to party alongside Neymar Jr., Thiago Silva, and David Brazil in a luxury motorboat. Abroad, Daniel Alves has had to live in several countries because of his work. During his season at PSG, for example, the player lived at Le Royal Monceau de Paris, a luxury hotel located in the prime area of the city, where the price to stay is around $2,000 for a single night. And when he is on a trip, he likes to travel to unusual destinations, such as Egypt, where he took the opportunity to visit historical monuments with his wife. The player has also been to the island of Bali, Indonesia, a popular tourist destination for its nature and its eccentric culture, where Daniel Alves took the opportunity to take several pictures with animals. And of course, he could not fail to take a romantic trip with his wife to the Maldives Islands. It is an archipelago of paradisiacal islands in the middle of the Indian Ocean, which is considered one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. And that is why the price of accommodation can exceed $5,000 depending on the resort chosen. Luxury items. Daniel Alves is well known for his modern style, always exuding elegance with different looks. The player usually invests heavily in sneakers, having already shared photos wearing a Jeremy Scott Gold model shoe, valued at more than $300. He has also been seen wearing diamond earrings, valued at $4,000 a pair. The football star also loves to wear fashionable looks. He has appeared wearing, for example, a jacquard tuxedo suit from the Italian brand Dolce & Gabbana, valued at $10,000. The buy-in also owns watches of the brand Bacchus & Strauss, where the pieces cost up to $80,000. On another occasion, the Brazilian was sporting a custom gold watch from the brand Ateliers de Monaco. Although the exact price of the piece is unknown, other exclusive watches made by the company can exceed $100,000. Personal life. For being a super famous player, many people are interested in knowing about Daniel Alves' personal life. It is known that he was married to Dinora Santana, with whom he had 2 children, a boy and a girl. Even the player is always posting pictures of them on social networks, and even though they are in their teens, the player seems to remain super attached. His relationship with his ex-wife seems to be great. Proof of this is that even after separating, they remain partners in several companies. Currently, Daniel Alves is married to Joana Sanz, a Spanish model who is very successful on the internet, having more than 700,000 followers on Instagram. The couple married in 2017 in a private ceremony on the island of Ibiza in Spain, with her wearing a dress signed by designer Zuhair Murad. The player always used to make declarations of love to his wife on social media. Until, in 2023, Daniel Alves was arrested in Spain after being accused of being involved in a crime against a 23-year-old girl, causing him to lose his freedom and ruin his reputation. Business. Besides being a world-renowned player, Daniel Alves is a successful businessman who has investments in different fields. For example, he has already invested in the gastronomic area, becoming a partner of the restaurant Alquimia Fogo, located in the city of Barcelona, Spain. The enterprise was created in partnership with chef João Alcântara, with the idea of offering Brazilian cuisine. The place has 176 square meters and a very sophisticated architecture, which should attract a lot of public and make it a success. Another branch that he invests in is electronic sports, becoming a partner of S2V, a Spanish team that disputes championships in games such as FIFA, League of Legends, and Clash Royale. It was through this partnership that he created Crisanho, a virtual monkey that has its own Instagram with almost 50,000 followers. Daniel also invests in the financial sector as a partner of the cryptocurrency brokerage Kraken. In the tourism business, he is an angel investor in a startup that aims to connect tourists to residents. And as a lover of fashion, he could not fail to invest in the sector either, having created his own brand of glasses. And even his social media can be considered another big business. On Instagram alone, for example, Daniel has one of the Brazilian profiles with the largest number of followers, exceeding the mark of 37 million people who follow him on the platform. He takes advantage of all this popularity on the network to make partnerships with large companies such as Lay's, Mercado Livre, PlayStation, Budweiser, Adidas, among many others. But besides being a mega entrepreneur, Daniel Alves also likes to help the most vulnerable people, contributing a lot to the NGO Gerando Falcos, which aims to end poverty in the slums. Net worth. Being an athlete who has played in the biggest clubs in the world and being one of the most famous players in Brazil, many people wonder what is the value of Daniel Alves' patrimony. To get an idea of how much money he earns, at the time when the player was returning to Brazil, for example, he had nothing less than the highest salary in Brazilian football. According to media reports, Dani Alves received from Sao Paulo about $300,000 per month. But although it is a huge salary, it is far from the amount he was paid to play at Paris Saint-Germain. According to what was reported in the French media, the right-back received around 8.4 million euros per season, which, converted to dollars, is almost $9,700,000 per year, or the equivalent of more than $800,000 every month. Not bad, is it? All this without counting all his businesses outside the field, which help to increase his monthly income even more. And although nobody knows for sure what is the value of the fortune accumulated by the player, currently at the peak of his 40 years with more than 20 years of career, we can estimate that his assets are on the mark of $60 million. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.